going to do a video and put it up on YouTube and Facebook or these nonsense. I hate social media because this is where all this nonsense starts. All this nonsense starts with shaming and bullying. And for a group of people who are so against bullying and all this stuff, this is really what's going on. So positive-only trainers end up bullying these people who are using a balanced training method. Trust me, anybody who abuses a dog, I would be the first person to criticize and stop that behavior. First person. But someone who's giving a dog a correction, somebody who's helping a dog see the light of day, that's a big difference, right? There was a video up a while ago of some guy who really, abused his dog, and, and it was like knocking it around. You could tell that he was obviously a moron. But the idea of a strong dog, a dominant dog, a shepherd, a pit, a rot, a mastiff, any stronger dog that might be doing a behavior that's not congruent with civilization. For example, a dog lunging at another dog, a dog lunging at a person, growling at a person, a dog chasing a bicycle, chasing cars, running across the street. Those are all behaviors that are not congruent with civilization. That means they can't survive if they follow through on that behavior. If a dog lunges at another dog and then attacks that dog, that's not really what we want in society. Now, we can say, okay, we can use a treat and kind of lure the dog away, and if it works, fantastic. But when it doesn't work, then you have a problem, right? So when the treat and the click and whatever the technique of the positive trainer would be for that moment, when that doesn't work, then what do we do? And that's the question, right? The question is not to not use positive training. In fact, that is where it should start. My old slogan used to always be, everything with dog training starts with a treat and a toy. Everything. Where it goes from there, that's up to the dog. So in other words, if the dog doesn't take the treat, doesn't take the lure, then we need to take it up to the next level. There's been positive only trainers, who have gone to a client's house, tried to fix the dog, and when it didn't work, their recommendation was euthanasia. They say the dog is too dangerous to survive. Now, there are dogs that I've recommended for euthanasia, but they're a lot fewer than what positive-only trainers will recommend because they can't handle the difficult behaviors, right? Positive-only training does not take into account the dog's natural prey drive. And I'm just going to touch on this for a second, that if you have an animal that is a predator, right, and a dog is a predator, that means it will chase, bite, kill, and eat its prey. That's real simple. That's just rudimentary. When that drive, and it's a natural drive, now some dogs don't have it. Jimmy doesn't really have it, right? But when that drive is stimulated and turned on, I promise you, a click and a treat will not dissuade that drive, right? It just will not dissuade that drive. And when it doesn't, you need to have something else to do. That's why a lot of times you'll see positive-only trainers, they'll put their dog in a field, and the dog will sit in the middle of the field, and then you let a chicken go, or a cat go, or a little dog go, and the dog is not capable of holding the stay because the distraction of the dog's predatory drives, the prey drive, is too high. When that is stimulated, something needs to overpower that. That's where corrections come in. That's where a negative, an aversive, a correction, or something must come into play to teach the dog what he needs to know. He must obey. Right? No matter how crazy your drive is to do something, there is something keeping you from doing it, right? Let's say you had a crazy drive and you just wanted to jump off of a building and jump into a pool. A lot of people will do that, right? You see that happening all the time, especially guys. Guys are a little bit more nutty than women in this situation. So you'll see guys jumping off of a roof into a pool because it's cool, it's fun. What keeps more people from doing that is the fear of crashing on